What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're going to be jumping right into the next new group to the channel. This is Sabaton, No Bullets Fly, an animated story video, and this is by request. Someone did tell me that since they know that I do all of my historical color restorations and photos and things like that, that this is a band that apparently is about history. So if it's about history, we're definitely checking it out. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what Sabaton is bringing with this track.
It's December the 20th, 1943, and in the freezing air high above Germany, Second Lieutenant Charles "Charlie" Brown is at the controls of his B-17F, the old pub. At 11:30, approaching the target of the Focke-Wulf plant near Bremen, the pub is rocked as 4 explosions go off right in front of the B-17. A cry comes across the intercom. "We're hit!" In the plexiglass nose, a huge hole had been made. An icy cold wind was being blown inside, making freezing conditions for the crew. Engine 2 had been hit, and co-pilot Spencer "Pinky" Luke let out an expletive as he noticed a huge hole in the right wing, releasing...
There would be a hell of a lot more than one expletive coming out of my mouth if there's a giant hole in the right wing. On the real though, mad respect to anybody who was a pilot or a crewman or anything back then. This was a hardcore job.
Luke let out an expletive as he noticed a huge hole in the right wing. Releasing their bombs over the factory, the crew turned to the north, planning to head over the coast, then turn west for home. With one engine out and engine 4 now faulty, the pub started to fall back from the formation with another damaged plane. Sam "Blackie" Blackford in the ball turret watched as it disappeared into a cloud bank. There was an orange flash in the cloud. "Bandits!" Eckie shouted as 5 BF-109s streaked from the cloud bank. Then another cry, "Bandits!" as 8 FW-190s were spotted in formation ahead of the pub. Sergeant Bertram "Frenchy" Coulomb in the turret shot the 190 out of the sky. The navigator, Al "Doc" Sadek, took out the second. Pinky reported that engine 3 had been hit. That left just one engine at full power. The BF-109...
I'm so amazed that these planes were still able to be in the air. A plane that takes 4 engines, that's down to 1 engine, you wouldn't think it should be able to still fly.
Engine 3 had been hit. That left just one engine at full power. The BF-109s attacked the pub from behind, swarming all over. But due to the cold wind running through the pub, most of the guns were frozen. In a turn now, the pub was repeatedly hit, taking extreme damage and killing the tail gunner. A shell penetrated and exploded near the waist gunners, injuring the crew and creating a huge hole. The oxygen supply was taken out and the pub spun towards the ground. With the crew unconscious due to lack of oxygen, the B-17 fell for 4 miles. Charlie started to come around and grabbed the controls, pulling back as the plane continued to fall. 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet, 3,000 feet. Just moments from hitting the earth, the plane pulled up, almost scraping the trees as it did.
Got chills. This is crazy.
So hurry up, rearm and refuel. But through the bombers damage their brain. See wounded men scared to the bone. Look to
The story was kept secret until 1986, when Brown started the search for the German pilot who had shown mercy on that December day all those years ago. In 1990, Brown received a letter from a man named Stigler, who was living in Canada. Stigler explained that he had been the pilot of the German fighter who had escorted Ye Olde Pup. This video is of their first meeting.
Franz, what were your feelings when you met again for the first time?
I was so happy as we met that I dropped him and hugged him. It wasn't easy.
The fact that he risked his life really in many ways, and I wrote him in a letter. I said, if you made a habit of feeling sorry for bomber crews, flag up alongside them, I am sure that you were shot down many times. But it was not only the audacity that he came up to us and then recognizing the threat. If someone had seen him and reported him, it could have been a death sentence.
Oh, for sure.
Franz gifted Charlie a book, and inside the inscription read, "In 1940, I lost my only brother as a night fighter. On the 20th of December, 4 days before Christmas, I had the chance to save a B-17 from her destruction. A plane so badly damaged, it was a wonder that she was still flying. The pilot, Charlie Brown, is for me as precious as my brother was. Thanks, Charlie. Your brother Franz." In 2008, within a few months of each other, the two firm friends went on their final journey. Franz Stigler never got the Knight's Cross, but as he always said, he got something better. Ma, go listen.
Hi, my name is Jovita Stiegler. I would like to thank Sabaton and your song, No Bullets Fly. Because of this, the story of my father will live on. See you on your next concert tour. Safe journey, gentlemen, and again, thank you.
How fucking cool is that? What a phenomenal track. Very emotional. Super awesome. For though, you know, as someone who's been overseas and who's done the whole war thing, I can explain to you, no human actually wants to kill each other. You get dropped in an area and you get told that people are going to try to kill you. And at that point it becomes about survival. But there's so many stories about, just like this one, out there where it's people who are supposed to be enemies that are showing each other mercy. And that's like pure humanity. You know that you're supposed to kill that person. You're supposed to be hating that person. But there's still that human connection. You can never fully hate that person. You should never want to do harm to somebody, another human. And the majority of us don't. Very, very touching song. Why the hell didn't we have this back when I was in high school going through history? I wouldn't have failed all my classes if we had lessons like this. This is how everybody should be learning history. What a phenomenal group. Definitely let me know where we're going next with Sabaton down in the comments. Check out one of my other videos that's floating around. Subscribe if you want to see more content or possibly your content. And until next time, this is Highly Combustible and we're out of here.